Good morning. Welcome to Wake Up with the Early Nerd Live. I'm your host, Steve, the Early Nerd. And as always, talking quietly because if we wake up Mrs. Early Nerd, we're all in trouble. Today is Saturday. Yay! First day of the weekend. I want to remind everyone if you're actually watching me live, I do have a live chat on the side of the video. Feel free to say hi. You know, feel free to talk. I'll respond if you like. If not, just watch. That's cool too. Doesn't bother me. Today, we're going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons. Specifically, we're going to talk about useless rules in Dungeons and Dragons or rules that you don't use. Um, Now, in first edition, there were a lot of rules in the books that we ended up just doing away with. One of them was weapon speed factor. One of them was encumbrance, uh, and some other things. Now, weapon speed factor and all that stuff, that was just that was a little too much. Just roll a die, add your dex bonus, and that's when you get to go. You know, at least in my opinion. Encumbrance is just way too much math. I understand that a human can only carry so much, which is fine. We understand that. But at the same time, I don't want people leaving behind their gold and treasure because they can't carry it. So we just did away with it entirely and we came up with a natural system. You know how much you can carry. It's common sense. You can only carry so much of this, so much of this, so much of that, you know. So that's how we fixed it, at least in our opinion. What about you guys? Y'all got any rules out there that you have completely disregarded or revamped to help your setting work better? If so, leave it in the comments. We'll talk about it. I do try to respond to comments when I see them. So if you leave one and you ask a question or anything like that, I will try to answer. There was one yesterday talking about asking me if I would live stream my Hogwarts Legacy when I get it. I probably will if I can figure out how to do it. Um, I am a bit computer illiterate. I'm a bit old, you know, and so I'm still learning how to do a lot of these things that I'm doing now. The the rules about encumbrance were based off of your strength. Depending on what your number was, you could only carry so much in gold piece weight. Now, gold piece weight breaks down to 10 gold in first edition. It breaks down to 10 gold pieces per pound. So if you could carry 1,000 gold pieces, each gold piece weighing 1.6 ounces, you could carry 10 pounds. or no, 100 pounds. That's it. Yeah. 1,000 gold pieces equates 100 pounds. Now, that included everything. That was your gear, your backpack, your weaponry, and all that stuff. 100 pounds. That was all you could carry. Um, I personally have worn armor back in my SCA days when I was young. I did actually fight in armor. There are videos out there of me in armor. I'll see what I can do about finding one, and maybe I'll post it in the video so you guys can actually watch me fight when I was young. Now, a lot of the later editions, they lowered movement rate depending on armor, and they also removed the dex bonus that a character would get because of armor. Well, I'm here to tell you, like right off the bat, I could move in my armor. I was just as dexterous in my armor as I was out of it. So there was no hindrance due to my heavy armor. And I was wearing heavy armor. I was wearing a heavy helmet, full breastplate, steel with leather. I was wearing armored legs, armored arms, carrying a rattan sword and shield. And I could move just fine. The only problem I had was stamina. I couldn't keep going for too long in the heavy armor, but I could move. I think that that's one way that they cheated fighters out of their dex bonuses in later editions. Make them, I guess, make them easier to hit. I don't know why. I've always tried to be as hard to hit as possible. In fifth edition, my dwarven fighter has a 28 armor class. In first edition, my level 23 bard has a -7. Um, so I don't know. I just don't get it. But whatever. I didn't write the game. Had I written the game, the books would have been a lot smaller because I wouldn't have had so many restrictive rules. But, what can you do? Wizards of the Coast has their game. TSR had their game. And that was how that worked. So, but I think that's about it for today. I'm going to keep this one a little bit short. I got to go get ready to go babysit and all that good stuff. If you'd like to see me talk about something specific, leave a comment. Send me an email. I am on Twitter, the Early Nerd, at Early Nerd Live. I am on Facebook. There is an Early Nerd Facebook page. I'll try to post a link to it on the channel, so that way people can see it and can go there. And you can message me directly there if you like. You can pretty much message me any way you want to. Email, Twitter, here, Facebook, whatever you want. Now, before I go, I want to mention something that is to me is really interesting. Here shortly, excuse me. Here shortly, down here where I live, we're gonna have a con, and the great and fantastic Sean Astin is going to be here, and I can't wait. I can't wait to meet the guy. I can't wait to get a picture taken with him. I am going to ask him if it's possible that he could be on my show, maybe interview him. Well, there won't be a whole lot of interviewing him. I'm just going to introduce him, and I would just probably introduce him and then let him just talk. And I would keep my mouth shut. Reason being, one thing I've always hated about interviews is when the interviewer talks too much. Now, I think that's going to be fantastic. And who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe he'll say yes. And if he does, that's even better. But if not, I will post pictures on the Early Nerd Facebook page that I take with him. It won't be for a few months, so but I'll let everybody know. I'll keep everybody posted. I so yeah, like I said, I think that's about it for today. Uh, Excuse me. Be safe. Be careful out there, wherever it is you're going on this Saturday morning. If you've been anywhere, remember all accidents happen. Most accidents happen within a mile of home. So I love you guys. Bye bye now.